Now that the midterm elections are past us, the focus is already shifting to the 2024 presidential campaign. Here to answer your questions is Dr. Manuel Pacheco, a psychiatrist at Tufts Medical Center. Good to see you, doctor.
Hey, doctor. Happy,
Maria.
Great to see you. Thanks for your time. Happy Wednesday. So, as you know, we now have one candidate officially in the race. Former President Donald Trump did make the official announcement. He did that last night. More candidates are obviously likely to enter soon. But remember, the presidential election is still 24 months away. It's November of 2024. So since the last presidential campaign was so divisive and emotional, what's your advice to people about those who might be anxious about enduring yet another one?
Well, my advice is the same as for a lot of things. You could probably tape an old segment and just cut and paste some of my responses. It really depends on how being exposed to the election and other topics, political topics, affects you. If you find like it's affecting your ability to sleep, to talk with colleagues or people that you care about, you have to really limit your consumption of media in all forms. And it's usually a good idea to decrease and limit the frequency and the total time that you're consuming media regarding political issues.
Doctor, most of us talk about elections in terms of winners and losers. The question that's here says, why do some of your colleagues think that that's a problem?
Well, it's a problem because in any election, Maria, there's only one winner, and that's democracy, okay? And Winston Churchill was known to say that democracy is the worst political system ever, except for all the other systems. So at the end of the day, I think that the government, regardless of who won or lost, technically the elections, I think that a divided government is a good government because it always forces dialogue and compromise.
Interesting way to look at it, doctor. All right. Let me ask you this question because of where we are. It's Wednesday. Thanksgiving is a week from tomorrow. Should we ban political talk at the table this year? Just say, forget about it. We're going to talk about you and me and everybody else and how much we appreciate all of the love at the table.
And the food.
And the food.
I was going to say, if the food's good enough,
right, that's what I'm saying.
Discussion going on.
Yeah.
You know, my vava would make good stuff and there was not too much talking. So what I was going to say is that, at the end of the day, you have to decide if you're able to tolerate a discussion regarding political topics. If you find yourself being, dragged into a conversation that is not with a lot of respect in it and very too much for you to handle, you have to remind those people that you're with, that you care about them and that you love them and that you just don't feel comfortable having that kind of a discussion. However, if you do feel comfortable doing that, it has to be engaged in a situation of mutual respect. And I remember a long time ago in this country, we used to be able to have conversations with people that had different opinions than we did. Everybody was calm. And at the end of the discussion, you still might not agree with that person, but at least you understand where they're coming from.
Right.
Yeah.
And so it's all about how you feel and remind those people, the only people that can really drive you crazy are people that you love. And if you remind them that this is your limit of what you're able to talk about and that you love them, it usually works out.
Famously, Ronald Reagan and Tip O'Neill would fight during the day and enjoy each other's company at night. So you're right, doctor. It can happen.
Dr.
They had a few meals at Frank's Steakhouse near my house in North Cambridge. So they were known to eat there, and nobody used their knives as weapons.
Great, doctor.
Wow.
Well, there you go. There's an insight.
Good intel. All
Thanks,
right.
Doc. Great to see you. Have
Thank
a great
you,
weekend.
doctor.
Take care. Happy Thanksgiving.
If we don't see you,
next week.
happy
Right.
Thanksgiving. By the way, to our viewers, if you have any mental health questions that you would like our experts to answer, email them to ask@wcvb.com. 5 on your